There is something that make me feel pretty. I want to know because when the movie was filmed in the 70s, the slasher was a field to be explored. There was the space for surprise, but now I feel people are not that easy to get scared. How do you manage to have this story so well done?
I feel like I'm very much a fan of embracing cliches as a way to lure audiences into an expectation and then show them something that is a surprise within that. You know, a babysitter scene, for example. You can't have a movie like this without a great babysitter scene. And then I just wanted to, and then we take that in a way that you don't expect.
How was this able to be made? You have like the original cast, the originals in this one. How do you make that possible?
I just said pretty please and sweet.
That's it?
Yeah, you know, it was expressing to people my love of the original film and my appreciation for what they've done, and then an opportunity to do something very creative. I'm not just trying to buy their name and use it on our marquee. I really want their essence, their involvement, their contribution to the movie.
What will be for you the key for anyone that is watching to say, you have to see Halloween because of this?
Because of this, because we got Jamie Lee Curtis ready to kick ass.
He's waited for this night. He's waited for me. I've waited for him.
Get out! Go home! Get inside!
I know it's a horror movie, but something that I love about it is that it's portraying a woman with a trauma, you know? She doesn't, is watching someone that became growing an adult, having a trauma, nobody talked to her, nobody understands her, nobody say, hey, how do you feel? Just like, get over it, it was normal. I don't know if maybe that was the pitch for you to take this part.
No, there was no pitch. It was just the script. But clearly, when we started to really work on it, when I was down in Charleston, what became very clear to all of us as we started to unpack what happened to Laurie Strode is that she got nothing. She went back to school a day later with a cut arm with a bandage. And of course, she became a freak. So she started 2 days before or 3 days before, this bright, college-bound, intellectual thinker, dreamer, you know what I mean, virgin, to this brutalized young woman whose friends were all killed, and she got nothing. So yes, it was very important from the beginning of the movie that we show what that really looks like. Unvarnished, very real, very emotional.
I mean, your grandmother is Laurie Strode. She was almost murdered.
Wasn't it her brother who murdered all those babysitters?
No, it was not her brother. That's something that people made up.
Do you know that I pray every night that he would escape?
What the hell did you do that for?
So I can kill him.
Why did you decide with the crew to just pass by the amount of sequels that were between the first one and this movie? What you say? There is Easter eggs from the other movies, but you're not basing this one on any of those stories. What's that?
My thought is that they just got very complicated, and there was a lot of explanation and justification of Michael's character. And for me, the scariest part of him is that anyone could be a victim, and it was very random, and the simplicity of it really appealed to me.
He was shot by his own psychiatrist and taken into custody that night.
And has spent the last 40 years in captivity. Hello, Michael. I have something you might like to see.
Something that I feel is beautiful is that even though the people watch her as a freak and what happened to her and how she has embraced her life, is that she is willing to not allow that everyone keep like defining her by that thing that happened 40 years ago.
Well, that happens over the course of the movie, and that's the beautiful evolution of a character, is that you get the opportunity to grow and learn and not, as you said, be defined by something. But she was defined by that for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, it's 40 years.
And even this Halloween is Michael Myers. I feel that this sequel that not forget but doesn't take care of everything what happened between the first one and this one is a movie about Laurie and just like giving her the credit to tell her story and what happened with her life.
And it's funny, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I read this and I was very happy to be a part of it. I didn't know it was about Laurie. I really didn't. I loved being in the movie and working with, and it was funny. It really only, like, the first time I saw the movie, I was like, oh, wow. I mean, they will tell you, the first time they sent it to me, I said to them, well, you guys can shoot me out like in a week. No. Like, seriously. Like, I'll go there for a week. You can shoot my scenes in a week. Because I live in Los Angeles with my husband. He didn't want me going away for a month. And originally I was like, yeah, it's a small part. And then I saw the movie and I was like, oh. She is the movie. And I didn't know that. And I think that's where all this emotion and all of the loneliness and feeling disenfranchised, I'll start to cry. You know, it was hard. It was really hard.
It was beautiful.
Thank you, but it was hard.
De película.